to make their first avenue of attack work out. Good push onto Glaive. It's going to force him off of the jump up, and Savage, he gives him no room to work at all. Licky, inevitably the one to find the frag. Apoc up the stairs, and Encore are out of the gates fast and hard, and Astralis have no answer.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for the Astralis to get back in here on the retake, but that's a nice little entry back onto the site. Underarm smoke onto the bomb as well. This is getting a little bit difficult for Encore to manage, and all of the shots being connected.
Yeah, he's not going to be cleared, is he? Encore not even watching it at the moment. I think Savage might have been taking a bit of a look, but it's going to come through a little too late. So 2 to the Molotov, but Savage does good work to bring it back to a 4-on-3. Still 18 seconds left on the clock, and now just Licky left alive for Encore. That round has gone horrible. Sniffed out Apoc over that broken wall, or over that wood wall, I should say. He has. Apoc wasn't expecting him that far up close, but Savage is able to find the trade relatively unhindered. Glaive really lines them all up, and he does a lot of damage to Savage and Sterling, but it's still a 2-on-2. Make that now a 2-on-1. Sterling goes down, but Savage, the young gun from ANZ, very nearly gets it done.
Bankside.
Well, Glaive going to try and get a bit tricky, but Savage, he's got some magic of his own. Sterling also chiming in with the AWP. It's again 2 openers for Encore in exchange for just the 1 death. But Zipnix, again, in the mid-round, they find the opening, they find the timing, and they start to pick Encore apart. It's now a 2-on-3. They've lost all control of round. And Sterling is forced into a fight against Farlick, who's just not... Something like 20, 24, 9 or 21 and something. I don't remember, but he did drop plus 20 in the first half against
what's covering Apoc?
And it looks like Farlick is going to try and beat that number. Savage. Let's see what he can do. 1-on-3. He's picked up 2 headshots, but he's got no idea where BlameF is. If he would have just peeked right inside
with that AWP.
Not much to say about that one for Astralis. Apoc, a couple of nice quick entries. Oh, where was this? Where was this for the last 15 rounds? Apoc has just turned it on in the blink of an eye, and he might find himself an ace. BlameF. He's going to walk right into the crosshair. Apoc just can't quite get it done, but end of the day, he has got it done for his team in that final.
Up scaff and ramp in towards this mid to late round, and just another great entry from Farlick, isn't it?
24-6 in only 16 rounds. He has been having an impact alongside the rest of the lads. Config has probably been just behind Farlick in terms of how impressive he's been. But it seems like all of Astralis are firing. And there's not really much to say about Encore. Hazard. No one's put a chat up in poll up in chat. I don't know. What would you vote, Pilsy?
I wouldn't vote.
N-Omega-Lol? You'd probably vote N-Omega-Lol, I reckon. Well, Hazard and Sterling, they're hoping that they can still vote for yes, but they're going to have to do it as a duo now against 5 of the Astralis players, and Sterling loses his life pretty quick. Smart Hazard, a nice shot as Config goes flying through the air, but of course, cannot hold on long enough, and that is the end of the odds. Definitely favouring Astralis, but Apoc, he might be channeling a little bit more of that form we saw at the end of the first half of Vertigo. He pulls off a pretty good pistol round here. Can't land too much onto Zipbanks, but still does some good damage in the end. Brings it down to the 3-on-2. Let's not count our chickens just yet, though, Pilsky. We've seen plenty of rounds. Astralis have been able to pull back from the brink, and they might do so again. Nice Molotov to force Zipbanks out of position, but shots are not landing from Encore. And every single time you give a chance over to one of these Astralis players, it looks like they might find a head, and that is dangerous news indeed. BlameF cops a bink, but it's through the wall. He survives, and Astralis does too. 1 minute left on the clock.
Not a run out of bullets as Licky here. Keep firing away those clips. Multiple fadeaway shots from Zipnix. He gets another pick on towards Savage and Anix side, and now the 1-on-2. You're trying to abuse these headshot angles as Licky, but he's really not connecting anything. Down to 6 bullets, Jordan, and finally cleans up Zipnix.
1 bullet. It's going to come down to 1 bullet, and then he's going to hit the headshot. Licky, the impossible clutch. No, he swapped out to the Glock.
Oh, that's what he needed.
Apoc does fancy himself with the MP9 here and there, and Savage does a good job of backing off and backing up Licky. That's looking pretty good actually for Encore. This has worked out perfectly.
Yeah,
Astralis try to go fast and they get blitzed.
Had so many numbers in uppers there. Encore very well read from them. Savage goes down, but he's well and truly done his job at that point. Aggression through ramp room from Hazard. That's a nice raw adjustment from Blame F. East side economy.
Well, Glaive able to find the open up. And Blame F has been able to find the stack. So that one's pretty cleanly wrapped up.
He's got his pinky out as we speak.
Have to ask Dinko and Hawker what they think. But it is still looking pretty rough for Encore. Apoc's hit one nice shot with Eagle. He'll need more. Hazard. Oh, he's found the timing. Can he find the frags?
Oh, it's Nico all over. Maybe try to force mistakes out of Encore, but they won't be obliged. 2 kills go the way, and all of these off angles for Apoc. That's worked out.
Too little, too late. It's going to be a full 5-on-5 for that post plan, and Encore are going to have to pull out their very best retake on the B bomb site. At least they've got some util to do it with. But Blame F is going to be a problem.
How many steps ahead is he? 11?
Well, at the moment, he's a little behind them, which is good considering the circumstances for Astralis. All 5. A 5-man retake from Megaton. When has this ever worked out? Blame F gets behind and cleans up 2. Savage and Sterling, the only to strike for Encore. And it's Astralis who will win the final round of the half. They do bring out the vent. Here comes the re-smoke. And Farley is going to have a job to do as they start to work their way out. In the end, though, it'll be Config with that almost robotic aim that we've been seeing from him in this series so far to open the account for Astralis. And it looks like it's going to be closed pretty quickly for Encore. 2 players left alive. Are they going to even be able to make a deposit in this half, Pilski? Blame F says no. The bank is closed, and Astralis
in through ramp room here. Nice timing for Zipnix. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Numbers deficit getting even back up by Astralis. Oh no, Encore starting to come apart at the seams here, Jordan.
Oh, Savage, that's a big kill to find, and Blame, he decides he doesn't want anything to do with it. Bomb has been spotted, and this, I mean, can you believe it, is perhaps the worst possible angle to try to get the bomb off of an AWP on, and yet somehow Apoc does it. 15 seconds left here. They're going to have to scramble to get that plant down. A Molotov maybe into Megaton on one side. No, Apoc! He's just going to plant the bomb.
In the open?
And Savage can't cover it off. Have been good with the substandard weaponry. That's the one saving grace I'll give them for a round like this, but I might have spoken a bit too soon. Config, Blame, Glaive, they're not messing around. They're not giving any chances to Encore, and they're certainly not giving them any mercy. It's a live or die kind of a situation, and Astralis is not prepared to go down and die right here. That's going to have to be Encore, and that's the last round we'll see from them in IEM Dallas. Astralis